Level 1. You learn the first rule very early. Never ask questions. You are only 7 years old when you notice something strange about your father. Men in black suits come to the house almost every night. They speak quietly. They never stay long. And every time your father enters the room, they stand up. Immediately. No one laughs around him. No one argues. Everyone listens. You once ask your mother why. She simply says one sentence. Your father is a very important man. At the time, you think she means business. But one night, you begin to realize the truth. Level 2. It's late. Past midnight. You walk down the stairs to get water. And that's when you see them. 5 men standing in the living room. All wearing expensive suits, all looking nervous. Your father stands in front of them. Calm. Silent. One of the men is explaining something quickly. His voice shakes. Your father listens without interrupting. Then he says only 3 words. Fix the problem. The room goes silent. The men nod quickly. And they leave. As they pass you in the hallway, they look terrified. Not of the situation. Of your father. That's when a strange thought crosses your mind. Why is everyone afraid of him? Level 3. As you grow older, the rumors start reaching you. Whispers at school, stories you overhear, people talking when they think you're not listening. They mention a name, your last name, but not the way people usually say it. They say it carefully, quietly, like it carries weight, like it's dangerous. One afternoon you hear something that makes your stomach drop. 2 men at a restaurant whisper to each other. That's his son. The son of the Mafia boss. At first you think it's a joke, but deep down, something tells you it isn't. Level 4. The truth reveals itself one night. You wake up to loud voices downstairs. Your father is arguing with someone. Not shouting, but speaking with the calm tone he always uses. The kind of tone that somehow feels more dangerous. You quietly walk toward the stairs, and you see something you've never seen before. 2 armed bodyguards standing near the door. Inside the living room, several men sit at a large table. Money, documents, and weapons spread across it. Your father sits at the head of the table. Everyone else watches him, waiting, listening. That's when you finally understand. Your father isn't just an important man. He's the man in charge, the Mafia boss. Level 5. The next morning your father calls you into his office. He knows you saw everything. For a moment you think he'll be angry. But instead, he closes the door and sits down. You're old enough to know the truth. He explains everything. For years he has controlled a powerful criminal organization, not just in one city, but across multiple countries, businesses, deals, all of it connected. People fear him for one simple reason. When your father makes a decision, it always happens, no exceptions. But then he tells you something important. You are not part of this world. You will have your own life. Level 6. After that day, your life changes. You start noticing things you ignored before. The black cars parked outside the house. The security guards who pretend not to be guards. The constant phone calls. Your father moves through this world like a king. Calm, untouchable. Men twice his size lower their eyes when he speaks. But at home, he's still just your father. He asks about school. He cooks dinner sometimes. He reminds you to study. The contrast is surreal. Outside the house, he's the most feared man in the city. Inside the house, he's just Dad. Level 7. As you grow older, you begin to understand why people fear him. Your father is not loud. He doesn't threaten people. He doesn't show anger easily. But when he speaks, everyone listens, because his words carry consequences. You once witness a meeting that explains everything. A man tries to lie to your father. The room becomes silent. Your father simply looks at him. No shouting, no violence. Just one cold stare. The man immediately starts apologizing. That's real power. Level 8. One evening your father sits beside you on the balcony. The city lights stretch endlessly below. He looks at the skyline quietly. Then he says something you never forget. Power isn't about fear. It's about control. Control of yourself. Control of your decisions. He built an empire not because he was the strongest, but because he was the smartest. Every move calculated, every decision strategic. That's the real reason people fear him. Level 9. Years pass. You grow older, and people begin looking at you differently, not just as his son, but as the possible future, the heir. Members of the organization greet you with respect, but your father never pushes you toward his world. Instead, he repeats the same message. You must choose your own path, because power means nothing if it isn't your own choice. Level 10. One night you stand beside your father on the rooftop of a tall building. The city stretches beneath you. Somewhere in those streets, thousands of people know his name and fear it. But looking at him now, he seems calm, almost peaceful. Your father built an empire from nothing. He became the most feared Mafia boss in the region. Yet the world will never truly understand him. To them, he's a legend, a shadow, a name whispered in dark rooms. But to you, he's simply your father. And somewhere right now, another young man is entering the same world. Ready to rise, ready to become powerful. Because in the world of the Mafia, the story never truly ends.